It's really shocking when you think about that. Yaakov Avinu, Jacob, our forefather, the perfect man, somehow showed favoritism to one child over all his other children. Any parent knows that the worst thing you could do for your sibling rivalry is to show favoritism. How come Yaakov did this? You know what? Let's first say a chapter Tehillim, and then we will discuss it. Ki tov Adonai le'olam chasdoi v'yad dor v'dor emunasoi. Let us give tzedakah for the well-being of our soldiers all over Eretz Yisrael, all over the world, for our hostages to come home, and for all our children, that they should grow up wonderfully. They should grow up good Jews, good people, kind, generous, etc. So, back to my question. Yaakov Avinu, it says in the Chumash, we know that Yaakov Avinu had 12 sons and one daughter. To Yosef, Joseph, Yisrael Ohav, as Yosef Mikol Bonav, says the pasuk that Yisrael, here calls him Yisrael, but refers to Yaakov, loved Yosef more than anybody else. Ki ben zekuni muloi, because he was a son that was born in old age. And he made for him, as it says, a robe of fine wool. First of all, why does he call him Yisrael? He calls him always Yaakov. He was born to him in old age. He had another one after that, Binyamin. So if that's the case, he should have loved Binyamin even more. And he made him a coat of colors, as it says. Translation of call of fine wool, but it's also called a coat of colors. Why did Yaakov Avinu do this? And then it says, when the other brother saw that Yaakov, Yisrael is showing favoritism, and they hated him. He caused jealousy. Why would he do that? Rashi says, Pasim, that coat, that robe of color, says Rashi, Pasim has 4 letters, Pei, Samech, Yud, Mem. Rashi, he's indicating something here. Yaakov Avinu knew very well what's going to happen to his son Yosef. He knew he was going to go through many challenges. So this is found in the word Pasim. Pei stands for Potiphar. Potiphar was that minister that took him in Egypt and then threw him into jail. Samach stands for the Soichrim. He was sold from one to the other. Yud for Yishmaelim. The one that bought him first was the Yishmaelim. Yishmael. They were the first group of nomads that bought him off from the brothers when they sold them into slavery. And then finally the Mem for Midyanim. So Rashi says what? That Yaakov Avinu knew that he's going to face a lot of challenges, so he gave him a coat, that protective shield that be able to overcome all those issues. I'd like to share with you a little bit further to this. While he told him the difficulties, he also told him the purpose. Yaakov, as he said, is Yisrael. Yisrael represents the journey of the Jewish people. All the challenges that we are having, all the challenges that Yosef had, which represent our challenges, have a purpose. And the ultimate purpose is what? The light in the end of the tunnel. We find this in the word Pasim. And let's go through this. Pei, which we said stands for Potiphar, the minister that threw him in jail, also stands for Peretz. Nova Paratz Poretz, it says. Peretz is one of the names of Mashiach. Peretz, which means breaking out of exile. So it represents exile, but it also represents redemption. The Samach, which we said, represents the dealers, the Soichrim. Samach also represents 60. We always refer to the 600,000 Jews that came out of Egypt, the 600,000 Jews that received the Torah. Exile, redemption. In today's context, Samach for Surya. Remember, I spoke a few days ago about the prophecy from Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai that when Surya falls, Then Moshiach comes. Let's look further. The Yud, we said Yishmaelim, the Arabs, Ishmael, but the Yud also stands for Yitzchak, for Yaakov, for Yosef. All these represent redemption. Yitzchak is laughter. Time of Mashiach will be the ultimate laughter. Yaakov, the third Beis Hamikdash, is built in his honor. Yosef is Mashiach ben Yosef, the first Redeemer. Then the story how he protected us in Egypt. Mem, which we said is for Midyanim, those who bought him, and also Mitzrayim for Egypt. But remember, Mem also stands for Moshiach, for Mikdash, and for the name of Moshiach, Menachem. So God, let's have this part of the passing.